Pass rolling to his right. They throw it. The in route to Tanner. Steck makes the catch. Steck dives for the pylon. Touchdown!
Up by the Nuggets and an attack. That'll go for a kill from Anastier.
LaMoure looks for a block, makes a man miss at the 5. End zone touchdown. Swirls. Sets up middle. Jensen for the exclamation point kill.
30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and an 85-yard touchdown run for Landon Olsen.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Thursday evening from the Pregame. This is the North Dakota State Volleyball quarterfinal round, the final matchup of the day, featuring the number 4 seed in the Northern Cass Jaguars and the number 5 seed in LaMoure-Litchville Marion, the Lobos. I'm Chase Miller from the Pregame. Northern Cass at 31-4-3 on the season, head coached by Angie Johnson, while LaMoure-Litchville Marion, the Lobos at 23-11-3, head coached by Jill Dunn. This season they've met each other a couple times, but it was in the 3-set variety in a tournament. Northern Cass beat the Lobos in their own tournament way back on August 26th to begin the season, the opening weekend, 2 sets to love, and then a month later beat LaMoure-Litchville Marion as well, 2-0 on September the 30th. We'll dive into our matchup a little bit more here with head coach Angie Johnson, and Jill Dunn will be joining us around the corner. A reminder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized with special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. And this is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, go online to irieins.com. That is irieinsurance.com again here for our Irie Insurance pregame show. For Northern Cass and LaMoure-Litchville Marion, looking to get to the semifinals and eventually trying to get to a state championship. For Northern Cass, they're the defending champs till someone knocks them off the block. While for LaMoure-Litchville Marion, they won 3 consecutive titles for the Lobos in 15, 16, and 17. So both teams have some experience, at least as of late, understanding what it might take with their respective, whether it's coaches or potential players. When we come back on our pregame show, we'll take a look at what happened earlier in the day in the Class B bracket, also what's going on in the Class A bracket, get to some of our players to watch out for and more. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show from the Pregame here on yourliveevent.com.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in LaMoure, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription requests, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. They deliver any day of the week upon request and will answer any general health questions you have. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales. Let LaMoure Drugstore be your one-stop shop. LaMoure Drugstore is located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com. That's LaMoureDrugstore.com. Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
The Northern Cass Booster Club is here for all Jaguar students from academics, arts, athletic, and co-curricular activities throughout the school year. You can find more information or become a Northern Cast Booster Club member today by scanning the QR code on screen now, or follow the Northern Cast Booster Club on Facebook for updates throughout the year. The Northern Cast Booster Club wishes the best to Coach Angie Johnson, her staff, and the Jaguar volleyball team.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show, let's recap what happened earlier in the day here from the Fargadome. The Mayport CG Patriots advanced with a 3-0 win over Trenton. Danica Hansen with 10 kills, 15 assists, and 12 digs as she earned the triple-double here in this one for the Mayport CG Patriots in this contest for Mayport CG against Trenton. Mayport CG advanced to semifinals where they go up against our Redeemers. Our Redeemers 3-1 over New Rockford Cheyenne. In that one for the our Redeemers Knights, they've never won a championship. They've been there twice for 2 state tournament appearance titles in program history. They're 1 match away. So the 2 seed and the 3 seed advanced on the top end of the bracket. The number 1 overall seed in the Dickinson Trinity Titans made quick work of Shiloh Christian. Ava Yonner had 12 kills in the match for Dickinson Trinity, 25-19, 25-4, and 25-16. Dickinson Trinity at one time led in the second set, 14-love. So number 4, Northern Cass, and number 5, LaMoure-Litchville Marion match up here. And as it's going right now, the semifinals from a year ago, which featured Linton HMB, which they're not here, Thompson, which they're not here, and Kenmare Bobos, which they're not here. We knew we were going to have some new faces, so 3 new faces, but will we have 4? Northern Cass again was able to get there a season ago. Well, out of Region 3, Linton HMB made it to that championship match. On the Class A side, it's been a flurry of really good action. West Fargo Cheyenne won 3-1 over Bismarck High. Alexa Caloran had 12 kills in the win for Cheyenne. Jamestown 1-5 over Fargo North, and McKenna Knoll broke the all-time Class A single match record with 39 kills in a match. She tied the all-time state record from earlier in the year from Class B from Langdon with Brianna Stremick from the Langdon Cardinals. Bismarck Century and Fargo Davies. Well, Davies leads 1-9 going into set 2, and right now in set 2, Century leads at 16-15 with Fargo Shanley and Bismarck Legacy still yet to come. So that again is a look at the Class B and the Class A state tournament bracket. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. Some players to watch out for. We'll hear from both coaches. We'll get to our American Crystal Sugar starting lineup sets, all still to come around the corner from the Fargadome. This is the state volleyball tournament, and this is the Irie Insurance pregame show.
RDK Enterprises is searching for candidates to fill multiple positions. These customer-facing positions require a high level of organization, workflow management skills, the ability to work with and lead others, problem-solving skills, and the drive to deliver an outstanding customer experience. Available positions include shop foreman and service technician. Compensation package based on experience. If interested in joining our team, upload your resume at planterdoc.com.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, Call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As we come back here, let's take a look at some of the players to watch out for. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard with the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos, head coach by Jill Dunn. Their big hitter, Addison Waldy, 463 digs in the back row, but their big hitter is Tessa Rasmussen with 402 kills. So you have one who has 463 digs in Waldy in the front. Then you have Rasmussen that has 402 kills, and you add on the libero in Savannah Steffes, who has a team-leading 44 aces and 469 digs. Those are some of the players to watch out for. While for the Northern Cache Jaguars, Josie Jensen nearly rewritten the record book last season by herself for Northern Cache at the state tournament. 419 kills, 98 blocks on the season, 308 kills on the way for Ellie Lucas here for Northern Cache, and leading the way in aces and digs is Tesh Dolbert with 60 aces and 497 digs on the season here for Northern Cache. So it's the Jags and the Lobos. Those are a couple of the players to watch out for. We're going to take a break. When we come back after this, we're going to hear from Jill Dunn, the head coach from the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos, and Northern Cache with Angie Johnson. Northern Cache able to get here, winning 7 consecutive matches, sweeping their way in the Region 1 volleyball tournament as they were able to top Fargo Oak Grove in the Region 1 championship. While for LaMoure-Litchville Marion, the Lobos, they swept Stopwater 1-5 over Carrington and topped Edgeley, Cullum, Montpelier in 4 in their respective Region 3 championship here for the Lobos. They won 3 straight and also 8 of the last 9 matches. We're back after this with our coaches' conversation ahead of the starting lineups and the opening serve. It's the state quarterfinals from the Fargo here on your liveevent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you, from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription requests, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. They deliver any day of the week upon request and will answer any general health questions you have. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales. Let LaMoure Drugstore be your one-stop shop. LaMoure Drugstore is located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com. That's LaMoureDrugstore.com.
2023 is winding down, but there's still so much in store for the year at Mayport Hardware. Make sure you're locked and loaded with gear and supplies for a successful before and after hunting season. Secure your stockpile of salt and shovels for the winter storms ahead. Also, it's never too early to think about those gifts for the holidays. Find all this and more at Mayport Hardware, Mayville's Hardware Hank. Mayport Hardware wishes the Mayport CG Patriots the best of luck at the 2023 State Class B Girls Volleyball Tournament. As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today for the last match between Northern Cache and LaMoure-Litchville Marion in the Class B quarterfinals. Joining us now is Jill Dunn. And Jill, before we talk about your opponent and talk about making it to state, let's recap that district tournament into that region tournament. You went up against EKM in the district tournament, fell short, but came back and beat the Rebels in that region title in Ellendale. Just take us through the emotions of getting to the state tournament this season with this club.
Well, it was the region championship was the third matchup with EKM. They've done really well this year. They've been a good team. They've been the team to beat in our region. And even in the regular season, we lost to them in 5 sets. District championship, lost to them in 5 sets. So that third one, we really wanted it, but we were confident in our abilities. Having the last 2 go 5 sets, we weren't upset or anything. We just knew we had to tweak a few things, just zone in on a few things to fix them up here and there. And I told the girls too, we had been the only team this year that has pushed EKM to 5 sets. So we really just, took that under our wing and just went with it and came out on top, I guess. Really played hard to get that one. So it really meant a lot to get that one.
Take us through the last week to get that win. Now the last week to get ready for a really good Northern Cass club once you saw the bracket. What's the last week been like for you as a head coach here, Joe?
Kind of hectic, kind of chaotic, but in a good way. Lots of emotions, exciting emotions, happy emotions. Everyone, our region is really tough. We have a lot of good teams there, so just kind of coming out on top of the region is a big win in itself for any Region 3 team any year. So this week has been fun. We had to, keep getting after it and just work hard and, just believe in ourselves that we can do anything as long as we keep working hard and, just lay it all out there.
What's going to be a challenge against Northern Cass? You're familiar with them. You played them a couple times in some tournaments, not full 5-setters, so to speak, but 3. What's going to be a challenge here later tonight against the Jakes?
We're going to have to be really active on our net play. I know they have Josie Jensen in the middle. She's a really good hitter and blocker, but also they have a strong front row too. So we really got to be smart at our net play and just keep hitting, keep attacking, and just go from there, play our game, and don't give up on any points.
Final thing for you, Jill, kind of leading into that. What's the one thing that you want to see from your team here later tonight, whether it goes 3, whether it goes 5? What's the biggest trait of this team that you want to see on the court here later this evening?
I just want to see them go all out and play their game and never quit. And we can do that. Just never quit, lay it out on the floor. We always tell them every point counts, play till you hear the whistle. But yeah, just don't give up, don't quit. We've come back in other matches before. We can do it again if that happens. But just lay it all out there, have fun, enjoy the moment, look at your teammates, and just give it your all. So,
Jill, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here throughout the state volleyball tournament.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Coach Jill John with us here from the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. We'll continue on our pregame show after this.
The Northern Cass Booster Club is here for all Jaguar students from academics, arts, athletic, and co-curricular activities throughout the school year. You can find more information or become a Northern Cass Booster Club member today by scanning the QR code on screen now, or follow the Northern Cass Booster Club on Facebook for updates throughout the year. The Northern Cass Booster Club wishes the best to Coach Angie Johnson, her staff, and the Jaguar volleyball team.
This is your livelihood, and success requires a seed partner that's just as committed as you are. Just like you, we're farmers first, so our values are rooted just as deep and our goals are just as strong. Our team is ready to hit your fields, so no matter what each growing season brings, we'll get through it together. It's who we are. Thunderseed, first in the field.
When it comes to farming, Valley Plains Equipment is here to assist you.
Our sales team will set you up with the best machines for an undefeated season.
Our service department will kill any chances of setbacks or breakdowns.
Our IS team will serve you the latest in technology and keep your equipment in the field the entire game.
We've got all the right parts to dig you out of any situation.
You'll never lose when you choose Valley Plains Equipment.
Good luck to all teams from Valley Plains Equipment.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, final match in the quarterfinals between Northern Cass and LaMoure-Litchville. Marion joining us now from Northern Cass. She's the head coach. That is Angie Johnson. And Angie, what's it kind of like sitting around? I know sometimes you never know where you're going to be as a seed line. You're the final seed here today. A nice send-off that you had, obviously, from Northern Cass earlier to get down here. Just kind of take us through what the day's kind of been like from the morning to where we are now, just, minutes away from that opening serve.
Yeah, I mean, we had a nice little pep rally at the school, which is always fun. And then obviously the send-off from the community is just really nice to see. And came into Fargo, went to eat, and then we went to Clare Way and painted some pottery that we get to pick up in a week now. But yeah, just trying to stay relaxed and just trying to do fun things as a team.
As you get ready for this match against LaMoure-Litchville, Marion, just take us through what are going to be some challenges against the Lobos coming up here. Third time that you faced them this season, a little bit different across the board. Obviously, we've talked about balance being a word for a lot of volleyball teams, and it seems like they obviously got a couple of really good hitters, but balance across the board from the Lobos for your opposition.
Yeah, I think they just have a really good middle and a really good outside, so we just have to make sure that we know where they're at and that we're just trying to get up two blockers up in front of them at all times and just be ready for the ball to come off our hands and to go around our block and play defense. But yeah, it's really just about balance on our side. We really just need to take care of the ball on our side and then make sure that all of us are getting involved.
How much does playing in a match like this with the cavernous ceiling where you're not going to have to worry about a ricochet, from a dig or anything, how much different is it for volleyball players compared to playing in Hunter at Northern Cass or playing, anywhere else throughout the season? How big of a difference or adjustment, or isn't it that too much? Hopefully once you kind of get through warm-ups here, Angie.
The girls made the comment as soon as we stepped out there, like, wow, it's really bright out here. So that was the first adjustment. But I think yesterday we were playing and one of the balls almost hit the ceiling. And I said, well, don't worry about that. You won't have to worry about that tomorrow because it's not even going to come close anywhere. So I think the hit around's really nice just to get adjusted to the light. I mean, it's going to be bright regardless, but just getting adjusted to the court and the environment.
What do you want to see most from your team right off the bat here in this first set that carries with you, whether it goes 3, goes 5 here in this quarterfinal against the Lobos?
I just really want to see us working together and just trying to settle in, quicker than we kind of did in our region tournament. We're going to be nervous. It's going to be back and forth for those first points. That's what we expect, but we just need to take a deep breath and just lean on each other to get it done.
Angie, take us through what this week's kind of been like from last week in Lisbon on Thursday to this Thursday here. What's the last week like been to you for a head coach, just to savor the moment, to enjoy it, knowing you're going back to state to having 3 more matches with these girls? But what's the last, 7 days been like before we get to serve here tonight?
It's been really intense in practice. We came Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We were going hard. We were scrimmaging. I was playing against them, just trying to get them to be competitive. That seems to be the biggest way that they can get competitive, is if I step on the court. But yeah, it's just been fun. I think the seniors are taking in every moment. We're trying to send them off with just some success. Whatever it brings, we just want to make sure that we play the best that we can this weekend.
Angie, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck against the Lobos.
Thank you.
Angie Johnson, head coach for Northern Cass, will continue on our pregame show after this.
RDK Enterprises is searching for candidates to fill multiple positions. These customer-facing positions require a high level of organization, workflow management skills, the ability to work with and lead others, problem-solving skills, and the drive to deliver an outstanding customer experience. Available positions include shop foreman and service technician. Compensation package based on experience. If interested in joining our team, upload your resume at planterdoc.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in LaMoure, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Lakes Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, and natural gas are all available to farms, homes, and businesses from Lakes Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call Lakes Community Co-op today, 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Lakes Community Co-op, your co-op in your community.
2023 is winding down, but there's still so much in store for the year at Mayport Hardware. Make sure you're locked and loaded with gear and supplies for a successful before and after hunting season. Secure your stockpile of salt and shovels for the winter storms ahead. Also, it's never too early to think about those gifts for the holidays. Find all this and more at Mayport Hardware, Mayville's Hardware Hank. Mayport Hardware wishes the Mayport CG Patriots the best of luck at the 2023 State Class B Girls Volleyball Tournament. That again does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for more information as we get you ready for the starting lineups here between Northern Cass and LaMoure-Litchville Marion. A reminder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized with special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Both teams wearing black tonight. LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos out in their black uniforms with white numerals outlined in red, while for Northern Cass out in their black uniforms as well with gold numerals outlined in white with a little Northern Cass in the front. The same for the Lobos out with their LLM logo out in the front here for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. We'll start with the Lobos here at 23-11-3 on the season, alongside the Northern Cass Jaguars again with the mark of 31-4-3. It's now time for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. That again is crystalsugar.com. LaMoure-Litchville Marion, Mia Van Eden, the sophomore setter at 5'4" with over 400 assists on the season. Izzy Miller, no relation, the senior opposite at 5'8". Heidi Steffes, the junior middle blocker with 200 kills. And then Savannah Steffes, they are sisters at 5'6". The libero here for the Lobos. Also Edison Waldy, the junior at 5'8" with 463 digs. Tessa Rasmussen, the senior of 5'8" with the team leading 402 kills here for the Lobos. Bailey Kelly with 527 assists is the junior center, and Nora Delabar, the sophomore at 5'9", outside hitter. So Van Eden, Miller, Steffes, and Steffes, Waldy, Rasmussen, Kelly, and Delabar here for the Lobos. Again, head coach by Jill Dunn, the champs out of Region 3. For Northern Cass, the number 4 seed, they'll roll like this. Tess Jalbert, the sophomore, defensive specialist, libero, however you like to call it, between the libero and the libero spot. 60 aces on the season to lead the floor for the Jags for Tess. Addie Russ, the senior setter at 5'5" with 582 assists. Hayden Crockett, the junior outside hitter with 213 kills on the season. Ariana Anderson, Ari for short, the senior at 5'9". Josie Jensen going to be a senior, a middle hitter at 6'3" with 419 kills and 98 blocks on the season. Also see Ellie Lucas on the outside, the senior with 308 kills. And rounding it out is Addie Winterquist here for the Jags, the junior middle hitter with 46 blocks on the season. So Tess Jalbert with Russ, Crockett, Anderson, Jensen, Winterquist, and Lucas. Northern Cass 31-4-3 on the season. Head coach by Angie Johnson. Win, and you advance to play the #1 overall seed in Dickinson Trinity tomorrow night at 7. Lose, and you'll go to the consolation semifinals where Shiloh Christian awaits. We will follow the Lobos and Northern Cass for all 3 matches here at the state volleyball tournament for our audio-only broadcast. That does it again for our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. When we come back, it's the opening serve between the Jags and the Lobos. Dakota Bow on day #1. It's the 2023 State Volleyball Tournament here from the Fargo on YourLiveEvent.com.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots! At Verwest Contracting, they treat you like family. Why? Because they're family owned and operated. Located in the heart of the Red River Valley, brothers Mark and Scott Verwest established Verwest Contracting in 2004. They're a full-service contractor offering services from electrical and HVAC. Verwest Contracting handles everything from residential, commercial, and agriculture work. For more information, stop by their location in Hunter or go online to verwestcontracting.com.
The two teams are shaking hands at center court, which means we're just moments away from the opening serve between the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion and alongside the Jaguars of Northern Cass here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning in again to our broadcast earlier today between the Mayport CG Patriots and the Trenton Tigers, and including this one tomorrow. We will have 3 matches. Shiloh against the loser of this contest at 3. We'll have the Mayport CG and Minot Our Redeemer semifinal, and then Dickinson Trinity against the winner of this match at 7 o'clock. So again, tomorrow we will have 3 matches all in a row at 3, 5, and 7 o'clock respectively here from the Fargo. Quick look over on the Class A bracket. Bismarck Century won the second set. They are tied at 1 apiece with Fargo Davies. The Eagles do lead set number 3, 15-12. You got the blue court is out of bounds. You got the white inbounds with the attack line at center court, and you want to hit it in this little gray rectangular area here for the point. Ellie Lucas and the Northern Cass Jaguars slated to get this one underway on the right side or the west side of the Fargo, serving on the east side where the Lobos are slated to receive this serve. First serve at 7:03 on a Thursday night, and the state quarterfinal round matchup between the Lobos and the Jags is underway. Backs it quickly across. Lucas is able to get the dig dig after the swing there by Bailey Kelly. Joust at the net, won by Josie Jensen. Pushed across, though, quickly by the Lobos. Here comes Josie, blocked at the net after her right shoulder. Addie Russ there with the push over on the cross. DeLaMoure down the line, out of play, and Northern Cass takes the opening point on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. First point was a flurry. We'll see if that continues here as this match goes on. Again, the 4 and 5 matchup in this match last season went 5 between Kenmare Bowbells and alongside Dickinson Trinity, with the Honkers winning in 5. Northern Cass with Russ set up. Here's a right-handed swing. Going to get blocked at the net. Lauren Johnson with the swing here for Northern Cass. Block coming here for the Lobos, part of that tandem block with Steffes. Steffes with the points. Jensen gets this one across on the third. Lobos blocked at the net. And then we're going to have a double hit or a lift. It will be called a lift here, so Northern Cass now leads it at 2-1. Jags back to the service line as they go with Tesh Jalbert. Back left corner. DeLaMoure there. That's Nora with the dig. Push to the outside. This swing is out of play for the Lobos with Heidi Steffes, and it's 3-1 Northern Cass. So the Jags have seen a lift. We've seen one hit out of play and hit out of play. They lead it now 3-1 as Northern Cass will continue with the serve with Tesh Jalbert. This one off the ribbon, dug out tight at the net. Jensen gets it across, and she gets the point. Good start here for Northern Cass as they're able to get out on a little bit of a run here. 3 consecutive points for Coach Johnson's team on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. Service on the way will continue for Jalbert. Back left corner, DeLaMoure's there, set up here by the Lobos and Kelly, and all of a sudden we'll have another double hit. And now it's 5-1 Northern Cass. So if your head coach Jill Dunn just wants her team to take a collective breath and get ready for this continuous serve, and that's going to be an ace. 6-1 Jags here early. Tesh Jalbert again leads the team with aces now with 61 on the season. It's 6-1 Northern Cass with the advantage. Service will continue with Jalbert, back left corner, dug out here by the Lobos and Savannah Steffes. Then Savannah with the free ball over on the third. Northern Cass setup. Here goes Russ, middle. Jensen, left-handed spot for the kill. Jensen with her first kill of the match here. We'll see if Jill Dunn needs an early timeout. She'll break. Northern Cass with that experience from last season showing here early in set number 1 as the Jags lead it by 6 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
As we continue here after the timeout on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Lobos will hit this one. We'll have a net violation, though, after the timeout here with the hit by Heidi Steffes. And now it's a 8-1 contest for Northern Cass. So far, if you're Coach Jill Dunn, you're just looking for something positive you go your way. You got to give credit to the Jags, but the Lobos might be saying we've kind of given them most of their points so far, just not consistent passes and enough attack at the net. Pushed outside. Here goes Crockett off the side of the block for the kill. Crockett with her first here for the Jags. Regardless, here Northern Cass, the defending state champs, until someone knocks them off. 4 consecutive seasons that Northern Cass has played in this respective state tournament, and the 6th time in program history. This will float across. Where does LaMoure-Litchville Marion go? They tip it down the line by Heidi Steffes. Covered by Northern Cass. It works its way across to Hayden Crockett for the kill. Hayden gets her 2nd kill of the match, and it's 10-1 early here in favor of the Jags. Well, for the Lobos, again, a wealth of experience in their own right in terms of state tournament appearances. 11 in program history. Litchville, Marion, Montpelier made it back in 2008. Lobos won 3 straight in 15, 16, and 17. Block after that after the swing by Waldy. Northern Cass will swing it now to the middle. Here goes Jensen, back left corner. Lobos tight. Jensen then just got the top of it before it's eventually won by the Lobos for the point. A little bit of a miss swing here, but for Coach Angie Johnson, has to like what she's seen on the opening 12 points in this match combined for her Northern Cass Jaguars. For Jill Dunn's club, back to the service line with Nora Delabar, back left corner. Addie Russ backs it. Here goes Anderson. Southpaw swing. Dug out nicely in the back row here by the Lobos. Now it's an attack on the opposite side. Jensen with the block at the net. Lobos push middle. Another block by Jensen. Back to back for Josie. Jensen going back in the all-time record book here. Well, she single-handedly tore up the record book last season with 32 blocks in the state tournament in 3 matches. Northern Cass had 83 blocks in the state tournament a season ago and 22 in the state championship. Paige Bosch to the service line. Hayden Crockett, well, she gets one in for the points. And so far, everything that could go right has gone right for Northern Cass, and everything that could go wrong has gone wrong for the Lobos, but it's still early in set number 1. Bosch with the running jump serve back into the middle. Lobos with the set here with Bailey Kelly. Back set out of play, no touch at the net. After the swing by Addison Waldy, and Northern Cass quickly out in front. Jags will continue to serve here with Paige Bosch. Part of that 6-2 rotation. Back left corner, Delabar with the dig. Lobos with Rasmussen through the double block. Jags push outside. This one gets over by Winterquist. Right-handed swing on the way from the Lobos with Heidi Steffes. Push outside now. Crockett down the line for the kill. Hayden Crockett's coming alive. She's got 4 kills on the match. And another timeout here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard for the Lobos. We're back after this from the Fargo.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in LaMoure, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com.
As we continue here from the Fargo Dome, Fargo Davies in the Class A side leads at 21-18 in set number 3. That one tied up at 1 set apiece. Northern Cass right now, Hayden Crockett with 4 kills. We got Jensen with 3 blocks and Tesh Dolber with an ace. The Lobos with 1 block so far by Steffes. That again is Heidi Steffes here with that block at the net for the Lobos that resulted directly in a point. Jill Dunn calls her second timeout. Just looking for the Lobos, even if they lose this first set, to get some traction, get some footing taking with them into the second set. Paige Bosch with the running jump serve here, and Bosch is going to earn the ace. This one came in the back for Savannah Steffes, unable to get a good pass off, and Paige Bosch with the second ace of the match here for Northern Cass as they lead it 15-2. Bosch will continue to serve, back left corner. Delabar is there, set up here for Kelly. Tipped in the middle by Tessa Rasmussen. Northern Cass with Hayden Crockett blocked at the net. Gets it alive with Lucas, pushed across them by Jensen. Lobos, back left corner, Tess Dalbert, but a better spot here for the Lobos in that back left corner. Tess gave it her all, but Tess Rasmussen with a perfectly executed push for Tessa here to earn the kill. The Lobos will see if this is a calming collective breath to get back to the service line. Back set, Jensen, cross court on the swing, and Jensen gets another kill. So far, it's been the Jensen Crockett show at the net for the Jags. And Josie goes to the service line. She has 49 aces on the season. Jensen with that running jump serve. Lobos, Kelly set up middle. Rasmussen with the tip. Northern Cass will see this one. Free ball over on the third by Jensen. Lobos set up outside. Here goes Rasmussen, blocked, and that'll be out of play. After the block by Crockett on the outside, give the kill on the outside of the play here for the Lobos with Rasmussen. Seeing Central Cass against LaMoure-Litchville Marion play earlier this season in Castleton. The Lobos were balanced that night, and that's when a word talking with head coach Jill Dunn. When things are going right for the Lobos, it could be one of 2, 3, 4 different players hurting you, but the same here for Northern Cass as well. They can slice you and dice you in many different ways, and Winterquist with a middle hitter block here for the kill. Jags lead it by 13. Service for Crockett. Crockett into the net. First service error for either club here today, as the Lobos go back to the service line here in a volleyball match that it's 11 minutes old early in set number 1. Rasmussen with the serve. That'll push Jalbert to the back. Here goes Winterquist, back left corner out of play. And the Lobos now maybe gaining some footing here with back-to-back points. Winner of this match plays tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We'll have that for you right here on yourliveevent.com against the number 1 overall seed in the Titans of Dickinson Trinity. Northern Cass back set. Here's a right-handed swing down the line, in for the kill. Winterquist gets her second kill and as many points here for Northern Cass. Earlier today, Mayport CG, the Patriots again, winners in 3. Ari Deemers winners in 4 over New Rockford Cheyenne, and Dickinson Trendy with the sweep over Shiloh Christian. Addie Russ goes to the service line here into the back. Savannah Steffes with the dig. Lobos now will handle it with Delabar cross court. Tess Jalmert's there. Quick push. Here goes Lucas cross court. The Lobos keep this one alive in the back row. Then free balled over on the second with Mia Van Eden. Russ set outside. Here goes Lucas. Cross court off the ribbon. Out of play. Good spot right at the 10-foot line. Just hit enough of the ribbon to give it a little bounce out of the court of play. And the Lobos now back with an 11. Lobos to serve here with Izzy Miller. Weibly, and this is going to be an ace. Miller with the first ace here for the Lobos, and all of a sudden a game of volleyball in sports is a game of momentum and runs. And we're starting to see LaMoure-Litchville Marion again find their footing. It was 10-1 Northern Cass. Since then, it's been nearly point for point between these two. Back set, Lucas over the double block. Lobos will handle it into the back. Tessa Rasmussen on the attack. Tess Jalbert tied at the net for Rust. And we might have 4, and it's going to be 4 hits here. The Lobos right now lead at 18, make it the Jags lead at 18-9 over LaMoure-Litchville Marion. So Lobos here with Izzy Miller, one of 3 seniors for head coach Jill Dunn, will continue to serve. Jags back set, tied at the net. Lucas on the tip, great sprawl attempt by Rasmussen, pushed across then by LaMoure. Middle, here's a tip for Lauren Johnson, covered nicely by the Lobos. Hit one down the line. Was it deflected after the swing by Nora Delabar? It was not, and Northern Cass earns the side out. Fargo Davies takes set 3 against Bismarck Century. The Eagles lead at 2-1. Out in the Class A quarters, Lucas with the running jump serve. Lobos set up here with Van Eden. Backs it off the top of the block on the swing by Kelly. Northern Cass with Johnson. Free ball over on the third. Lobos with Van Eden. Back bump on the way. This will go with Rasmussen. Good looking spot. Lucas down to a knee to get the ding and eventually take the point. Lucas saved a point. Heidi Steffes had an open back row. Unable to get there. And Lucas with that dig gets Northern Cass 5 points away from taking the opening set. Lucas continues to serve. The Lobos here with the free ball over on the third. Northern Cass, where will they go? They set middle. Jensen back left corner for an indentation kill. Jensen for her 3rd kill of the match. Service will continue here for Ellie Lucas, the 6'1 senior, heading to Valley City State University to join her sister Emma upcoming next season playing collegiate volleyball. Lucas with the ace here. That's a VCSU program that got awfully good this season with a lot of local talent heading to the national tournament in the NAIA division of collegiate athletics. Tied at the net, Jensen finishes it off. As the high school student section says, Josie Jensen to 23-9 here for Northern Cass. Lobos again hoping to flush this first set out of their system, come back in the second. If you're Northern Cass, how do you contain this and carry it with you throughout just not this match, but weekend? They won't. We'll look further, possibly into the semifinals moving forward as a free ball hit out of play here for the Lobos. Set point opportunity for the Jags. Lobos into the back. Get this one across. After the swing there by Rasmussen. Jensen with the tip and kill. Jensen with her 4th kill of the match, and Northern Cass takes set number 1 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 25-9. Our set recap is next from the Fargo Dome.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
The Northern Cass Booster Club is here for all Jaguar students, from academics, arts, athletic, and co-curricular activities throughout the school year. You can find more information or become a Northern Cass Booster Club member today by scanning the QR code on screen now, or follow the Northern Cass Booster Club on Facebook for updates throughout the year. The Northern Cass Booster Club wishes the best to Coach Angie Johnson, her staff, and the Jaguar volleyball team.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
It's the State High School Volleyball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Chase Miller. Northern Cass takes the first set in convincing fashion, 25-9, but there's two ways to look at it. If you're the Lobos, you're saying, okay, Northern Cass was here last year. We're going to find our footing, flush everything out in one set, come back on the second, and put some pressure on Northern Cass. If you're Northern Cass, you're going, this is a great start. You swept the region tournament. Now all of a sudden you come in with a great deal of experience, particularly with the Josie Jensens, the Hayden Crockett's, the Addie Rusts, and the Ellie Lucases of the world, who played in a ton of rotational volleyball last season for Northern Cass, and it is shown here in set number 1. Northern Cass with Hayden Crockett and Josie Jensen with 4 kills. Tessa Rasmussen with 2 for the Lobos. The Lobos with 1 ace to 0 service errors. Northern Cass with 3 aces to 1 service error. What does set number 2 have in store? And Northern Cass 1-2 on October the 26th and 1-2 in the tournaments that they met on September the 30th. So they've taken 5 sets against the Lobos. Can the Lobos even things up here in the state quarters, or does Northern Cass get out to a nearly choke-holding 2-0 set lead here in the quarterfinals? Northern Cass with Tess Jalbert on the cover. Anderson trying to cover as well, but here comes LaMoure-Litchville. Marion take the opening point of this second set. Opening point again on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Go to dhbanknd.com for more information. Lobos to the service line with Bailey Kelly, the 5'9 junior, and a service error here for LLM. Tied at 1 in the first, tied at 1 here in the second. And once it was tied at 1, Northern Cass all of a sudden went up 10-1 before he could blink. Tess Jalbert to the service line, dug out Delabar, but set up for Jensen for the tip, but this will be out of play. Josie didn't miss it by much. You saw the entire back row for LaMoure-Litchville Marion freeze because there was 0 block coming. Everybody was expecting a hammerous kill. Instead, Josie went with the little more soft touch at the net. Good spot, just couldn't keep it in the quarter play. Anderson over on the third. Kelly back set. Here's a right-handed swing for the Lobos, again with Steffes. Now goes Crockett cross court off the fingertips of Heidi for the kill. Hayden Crockett now with 5 kills on the match. Tied at 2, and as we've done throughout the regular season, make sure once we get there through 3, 4, or 5 that you stay with us on our post-match show. As once we get to our post-match show, we'll hear from a victorious player, that and more with the final stats and numbers here in this match. Lobo is able to pinball this one around, get it over in 3 with Rasmussen. Jensen right-handed swing for the kill. The transition game for Northern Cass has been on point here. They don't waste little time. They get it to Bosch, they get it to Rust. And those setters, more times than not, as they've done throughout the season, have put the ball in really good places as Bosch continues to serve. Service here for Bailey Kelly. This one through the double block on the swing by Rasmussen, but will have a net violation on the aforementioned Tessa. 4-2 Northern Cass here in this second set as Bosch continues to serve. Bosch with the running jump serve into the back. Steffes there with the dig. This one will go back left-hand side of Tessa Rasmussen. Push outside Crockett, right-handed swing. Savannah tries to get there, unable to do so. And Hayden Crockett has been in fuego so far with 219 kills on the season. When you get Josie and Hayden going, you haven't even mentioned a Winterquest, you haven't mentioned a Johnson, you haven't mentioned a Lucas. That's what made this team so good here on the season for Northern Cass as they lead at 5-2. The Lobos again looking for a shot in the arm or a spark on their side. This could do it. Oh, good spot. Backs it on the way. And Heidi Steffes earns the kill. Really nice back set as well, as we mentioned, put right on a tee with Bailey Kelly. Came in with 527 assists on the season for LLM. Savannah Steffes to the service line here, floats across. Jensen with the dig. Bosch set middle. Winterquest gets it over on the tip. Kelly set, push outside. This one down the line, out of play after the swing by Tessa Rasmussen. Jags doubling up the Lobos here in set number 2 as Jensen goes to the service line. Northern Cass looking for win number 32 of the season. LLM looking for win number 24 on the year. Lobos with Bailey Kelly to the outside here with Tessa Rasmussen. Tied at the net, Northern Cass. Crockett, push, tip, right back on the Jag side here. Northern Cass outside, Lucas on the attack off the block. Dug out in the back by Bailey Kelly. Tipped across and on the second by Tessa Rasmussen. This one cross court with Crockett kept alive. Savannah Steffes outside this one, going to be swung on by Rasmussen again. Tess Strawbert's there. Free ball over with Paige Bosch on the third. Longest volley of the night. Kelly set middle. A little change up on the swing for Miller. Northern Cass with Winterquest back left corner. Savannah Steffes with the dig. Kelly set. Rasmussen off of Jensen for the kill. Longest volley again goes to the Lobos. Tessa Rasmussen with her third kill of this volleyball match. A good crowd on tap here for the Lobos and Northern Cass, as well as this one continues to filter in. Some of the fans from Dickinson Trendy hanging around to see who their opponent's going to be tomorrow night, roughly 24 hours from now. Winterquest right-handed swing into the net here in the Lobos. Well, they've seen a better start to this second set than what we saw in the first. At this point, with the total points, it was 10-1 Northern Cass in the first set. Here in the second, it's nearly even Steven. At the attack line, Lucas on a plane. We'll have our second tie of set number 2. We haven't seen one go 5. We've seen one go 4, and 2 have been sweeps here today from the Fargodome. Last season, the only match that was a 5-setter was the 4-5 match last year in the state quarterfinals. Lucas over on the third, pushed across them by Dillabar, and eventually earns the kill. This is the best brand of volleyball that we've seen the Lobos play, as they now lead it 7-6. For the Lobos here, it's been 4 consecutive points, their longest streak. Service for Van Eden. Set by Bosch. Winterquest with the tip. Lobos with Delabar, and then it's going to be over on 4. You're going to call 4 or a lift, and they'll call it for 4. Northern Cass takes the point. Jags slated to go here as they get it just off the ribbon here for Crockett. Lobos, big right-handed swing. That'll be out of play after the swing by Kelly on the outside. Northern Cass now with back-to-back points. Service here for Hayden Crockett. Her sister, Hallie Crockett, was the Senior Athlete of the Year last season in Region 1. Now off playing collegiate hoops at the University of Jamestown. And Hayden right now taking the most of the service line here with another point for the Jags. Northern Cass has just had a bevy of talent for head coach Angie Johnson, but give credit to where credit's due to that coaching staff as well. Just like the Lobos with Anna Holen back when it was 15, 16, 17. If you got the talent, that's one thing. You add some good coaching to it, and that's another. Winterquist pushes it across. Lobos with Van Enen able to cover. Here's the swing on by Rasmussen. Tess Jalbert keeps it alive. Crockett keeps it in the court of play, and freeballed over by Bosch. Lobos, Van Eden set, backs it on the way, tipped across, covered by Winterquist, but we'll have a net violation here on LLM and Bailey Kelly. So 3 consecutive points now tallied off here for Northern Cass as the serve will be coming with Hayden Crockett. Crockett on the running jump serve, and this will be another ace. 11-7, we'll see if Jill Dunn wants a timeout. She does. We'll break with them from the Forgnum on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
RDK Enterprises is searching for candidates to fill multiple positions. These customer-facing positions require a high level of organization, workflow management skills, the ability to work with and lead others, problem-solving skills, and the drive to deliver an outstanding customer experience. Available positions include shop foreman and service technician. Compensation package based on experience. If interested in joining our team, upload your resume at planterdoc.com.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription requests, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. They deliver any day of the week upon request and will answer any general health questions you have. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales. Let LaMoure Drugstore be your one-stop shop. LaMoure Drugstore is located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com. That's LaMoureDrugstore.com.
After the timeout on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard for head coach Jill Dunn, Northern Cass leads it by 4. This is their largest lead of the second set for the Jakes. And after that timeout, kind of like freezing the kicker, works out perfectly here as Crockett gave it a little bit too much to play. Just the second service there for Northern Cass. Service for the Lobos and Tessa Rasmussen. Rasmussen into the back left corner. Weibly with the dig. Bosch set middle. Johnson with the tip. Covered by the Lobos. Kelly push outside. Here goes Delabar. Was it touched? It was not at the net by Northern Cass, so it'll be 4. Region 3 with Linton HMB in their run the last couple of seasons. 2020 going unbeaten during COVID year. 2021 going back-to-back, making it to the state championship last season, falling short to Northern Cass. It's been awfully good volleyball out of that region, and that's what we expect from the Lobos here throughout this tournament as well. Weibly gets this one over on the third. Mia Van Eden backs it. Here goes Kelly for the kill. Bailey Kelly with the point here for the Lobos as they get back to the service line. Serve upcoming here for the Lobos will be with Izzy Miller. You have her with Josie Lang and Tessa Rasmussen, the 3 seniors for head coach Jill Dunn. That'll be a service there into the bench of Northern Cass. And Ellie Lucas comes to the service line. Lucas with the running jump serve off the ribbon. This will come right back over on Northern Cass's side. Van Eden maybe deked down Lauren Johnson a little bit there, thinking she was going to bump it. Instead, it comes all the way back over, and the Lobos steal a point. The Lobos able to win this one tight, circle that one here in the second as maybe a free point given. Regardless, Kelly to the service line. Weibly with the dig. Rust Jensen over on the third. Lobos a chance to use it. Kelly back into the back row. This will go with Rasmussen on the third. Northern Cass. Jensen, right-handed swing, kept alive by the Lobos and Rasmussen. Delabar into the back. Lucas with a dig, Russ stump opportunity, covered there by Heidi Steffes. Quickly pushed across on the second for the Lobos. Free ball over by Jensen. Lobos got to use this one. Here goes Kelly, set outside Delabar, right-handed swing. Lucas is there in the back mid. Now goes Jensen, tip off the hands of Heidi Steffes. This will come middle. Steffes gets blocked by Jensen. Little joust at the net. Well, no one's going to touch it, and Northern Cass will take the point. 14-10, and what's becoming more of a scrapper here in this second set. Tess Jalbert and Hayden Crockett return to the floor here for Northern Cass. The Jakes took set number 1, 25-9. Tess to the service line, hits one off the ribbon, and Northern Cass has been good from the service line. That's their 6th ace of the match. 6-1 in that category for Northern Cass. Tess Jalbert will continue on the serve here as she does into the back. Lobos, free ball over on the third. Where will the Janks go with it? Well, they go to Jensen, tip covered nicely. Tight though, and then the Lobos just unable to communicate. As that was a great spawn attempt by Bailey Kelly, but then no one was there on the help. And now it's 16-10 and a timeout on the floor will break as well from the Forgado.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center. The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
After the time up by head coach Jill Dunn and the Lobos, Northern Cass with Jalbert to the service line here. LLM, little punch over, but we're going to have Owen going over the net here with Bailey Kelly to make it now 17-10. Northern Cass says look comfortable would be the word that I would use so far here in the first and the second. The Lobos gain some more comfort here in the second, as we'll have a service error for Northern Cass. The question is, can the Lobos make Northern Cass a little uncomfortable as this volleyball match continues? Nora Delabar to the service line here. The sister with Julia Delabar. Addie Rust over on the second. Lobos push middle. Heidi Steffes back left corner touch. Or say no touch or the swing there by Heidi. Point awarded here to Northern Cass. 18-11 service here with Paige Bosch coming in with 461 assists from that setter spot. Last season it was Noelle Erickson and Addie Rust. This year in the 6-2 it's Addie Rust, and then you also have Paige Bosch, as this will be slammed down by Jensen at the net. Josie, that makes it 19-11 Jags. Serve will continue for Northern Cass and Bosch. This one floats across the net. Kelly set outside. Rasmussen blocked at the net with Winterquist. Addie Winterquist with the block here to make it 20-11 Jags. Serve will continue for Paige Bosch. Bosch floats this one across. Jensen tied at the net. Push back right corner. Covered nicely by Northern Cass. Free ball over by Winterquist on the third. Lobos, Kelly set outside. Rasmussen tip with the left hand. Oh, a great spawn attempt by Paige Bosch on the dig. Back set Lobos. This one off the top of the block. Tess Jalbert's there. Here comes a big wind and deliver for Jensen. Jensen with her 7th kill of the match, in a match that's getting a little bit quicker pace between Northern Cass and the Lobos as well. That little hockey assist for Paige Bosch. Came out of nowhere with the right-handed fist to earn the dig, and she goes back to the service line. Jensen Gets it right back across here as Grace Stroh in the back. Tess Stolberg keeps it alive. Here goes Crockett off the top of the block. Stroh with the dig. Kelly set outside. Rasmussen on the attack goes softly. Jensen with another block at the net and pushes it back over. Jensen then a third time, and she finally gets it done. Josie Jensen is a one-woman wrecking crew. She's got 8 kills on the evening. 22-11, Northern Cass doubling up the Lobos. The Lobos with the dig by Rasmussen. Kelly set. This will be pushed across by Tessa. Northern Cass back bump on the way. Hayden Crockett up and over on the third. Kelly with Stroh. Now to Rasmussen on the outside over that double block. Tess Stolberg with the dig. Back set by Bosch. Winterquist up and over on the third. Lobos set up as they will go to the outside. This one off the top of the block on the hit by Kelly. Northern Cass with Crockett with the right-handed swing into the net, and the Lobos take the points. Davies looking to close out Bismarck Century in Class A up by 2, 19-17 in the fourth as they lead it 2-1. Savannah Steffes with the serve here for the Lobos. Crockett at the 10-foot line over on the third after a partial block by Miller. Outside, here goes Rasmussen down the line. No touch, and Northern Cass will take the point. 23-12, Northern Cass service will continue now for the Jags as this will go with Josie Jensen. And the way Jensen's playing so far here in this match, she might be another all-state tournament caliber player for the Jags. Lobos get it across with Kelly. Back set by Bosch. Here goes Crockett cross court. Good dig by the Lobos. Tie at the net. Miller unable to win the joust. Pushed here by LLM with Bailey Kelly out of play. And it's a set point opportunity for Northern Cass at 24-12. A season ago, Hallie Crockett, Josie Jensen, and Noelle Erickson were all part of that all-tournament team for the Jags. Linton HMB had a couple players. Paige Bosch was one of those on the Linton HMB side. And then he had Richter for a couple of years there. She was a one-woman wrecking crew for the Lions as well. Right-handed swing blocked at the net after the swing by Rasmussen. Here goes Lucas, blocked by Kelly. Quickly a push for a push out of play, and Northern Cass takes the second set, 25-12. 25-9, 25-12 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Jags looking to put the Lobos to bed, where the Lobos will try to get to the fourth set when we return here from the Forgadome.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in LaMoure, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com. The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription requests, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. They deliver any day of the week upon request and will answer any general health questions you have. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales. Let LaMoure Drugstore be your one-stop shop. LaMoure Drugstore is located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com. That's LaMoureDrugstore.com.
Set number 1 goes to Northern Cass 25-9. Set number 2 goes to Northern Cass 25-12. Here from the Fargo Dome, we will continue to give you updates and coverage with some stats as this one continues to evolve. Northern Cass led by Jensen with 8 kills. Tessa Rasmussen leads the Lobos with 3. Service by Ellie Lucas to begin this third set. Kelly going to get blocked at the net with Jensen and Johnson. That's a J&J affair. Josie Jensen will earn the block here for Northern Cass. And Fargo Davies knocks out Bismarck Century in Class A in 4. So it could potentially be 3 teams from the East moving on in Class A with Shanley and Legacy still to come. Good-looking tip kill opportunity for the Lobos there with Kelly. She'll get her second of the match, and we're knotted at 1. We were tied at 1 in the first, tied at 1 in the second. No, tied at 1 here in the third, which is pretty common in volleyball, all things considered. Kelly to the service line. Tess Jalbert is there, tight and trying to play it off the net was rushed. Just couldn't get quite enough of a ricochet back as the Lobos will play with the lead. The Lobos led 1-0 in the second, 2-1 in the second, and 7-6. Other than that, it's been Northern Cass out in front or tied here in this match. The Lobos need the fourth. Jensen down the line for the kill. Well, for Northern Cass, they would like to do what Dickinson Trendy did in front of them a little over an hour ago, earn the sweep, and get to the semifinals tomorrow night at 7. Tess Dalbert with the knuckler across the net as Bailey Kelly nearly comes into the media roll. It's now 3-2. That's the good and bad thing about media row sometimes. You're right on the action, but look out water bottle because that volleyball is coming. Tess Dalbert will continue to serve. Kelly push outside. Heidi Steffes off the top of the block. Jalbert there with the dig. Here goes Crockett at the 10-foot line into the back. Dug up by Tess Rasmussen. Rasmussen on the attack. Tess Jalbert with the dig. Russ backs at middle. Here goes Jensen, who's blocked at the net. Heidi Steffes puts up her second block here, and we're knotted at 3 apiece. Well, if you're the Lobos, just find a way to get it to a fourth set. That's what, for head coach Jill Dunn's team, it doesn't matter how pretty it looks. Just find a way to get to the fourth. Ari Anderson, this will be out of play, and the Lobos will take the point. On the opposite side, if you're head coach Angie Johnson, you don't want to give any life to a team that makes the state tournament. We saw Trenton push Mayport CG in the third after losing 25-10, 25-10 in the first two, but eventually succumbing 25-23 in the third did the Tigers against the Patriots. Hayden Crockett cross court on the swing, and that'll eventually be a kill here for Northern Cass. And Hayden Crockett has put an early indentation on a potential Enbridge Energy player of the match. Tied at 4. State Class B volleyball tournament here on your liveevent.com. Paige Bosch to the service line. This one floats across. Lobos get this one over. Northern Cass to the outside. Hayden Crockett off the side of that double block. Lobos into the back. Heidi Steffes on the third. Paige Bosch, dump opportunity set up for Steffes off of Bosch and Tess Dalbert. And now the middle blocker here, and Heidi Steffes coming alive in this third set for LLM. Lobos playing with a 1-point margin here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Savannah Steffes to the service line. Right-handed swing by Winterquest. Down to a knee was Delabar for the dig. The swing on by Rasmussen. Dug out by Lucas. Bosch set outside Crockett. Power tip down the line and a good-looking spot for the kill. Corner to corner, or you'll hear volleyball coaches say pin to pin at the net. And now it's 5-all. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Jensen to serve. Savannah Steffes with the dig. Kelly back set on the way. Right-handed swing by the Lobos on the third. Northern Cass Bosch into the middle. Winterquest out of play. Well, it's 6-5 Northern Cass in the second. Now it's 6-5 LLM here in the third. Taking a look at the Lobos here, they played one team outside of Northern Cass in the state tournament. That was Minot Redeemers. They lost to the Knights earlier. Northern Cass 3-1 against state competition, as this will be tipped. Or it might have a jump ball or out of play. Nope, it'll be out after the swing, and we're tied at 6. Northern Cass, again with the ties sometimes come because they finish it off in the second, so they give them a tie in that tournament. So 3-1 Northern Cass against the state tournament, while the Lobos against the field 0-3 as this will hit the post here by Bailey Kelly, or the pin, excuse me. Northern Cass takes the point. Crockett continues to serve. 3 service errors for Northern Cass, 2 for the Lobos. Lobos with 1 ace, Northern Cass with 6 in that category. Kelly over on the third. Jags back set on the way, right-handed swing. That'll be by Johnson. Savannah Steffish trying to chase this one down, and Lauren Johnson earns the kill, now at 8-6. Lauren, a underclassman here for the Jags. Graduated 6 seniors last year. This year they'll have 5 for head coach Angie Johnson, and a ton of varsity experience between those 2 classes. Lucas over the block. Lobos back set. This will be blocked at the net after the swing by Rasmussen. Quick ricochet. Here goes Lucas again outside cross court. Dug out there by Delabar. Savannah Steffes with the bump. This will go to Rasmussen at the 10-foot line. Tesh Dalbert in the back set. This is just tipped over by Johnson. Now it's Lucas who tries to slam one down. Great dig by Miller. Northern Cass winner quest with a little hesitation. Swing on the third. Back set over the block for the kill here for Kelly. Bailey Kelly with the kill here. The Lobos are back within 1, and one of the longest volleys of the match. Service here with Tessa Rasmussen. And she will continue to come to the service line. Rasmussen gets the signal to serve. Floats across the net. Northern Cass backs at winner quest cross court. Lobos into the net here for Bailey Kelly. And now it's 9-7. Service upcoming for Addie Rust. As Rust will come to the service line here for Northern Cass. The 5'5" senior with a running jump serve. Back right corner, Lobos. Savannah Steffes pushes it across. Weibly, good dig. Outside Lucas, tip. Covered by Miller. Lobos, Kelly outside. Delabar on the swing. Tesh Chalmert there with a dig. Russ outside again. Lucas cross court on the hit. Hits the ribbon out of play, and the point will be awarded to the Lobos. Minnesota High School football from the U.S. Bank Stadium earlier today. Kingsland defeats Fertile Beltrami in 9-person football in the semifinals, 36-28. Great run, though, by Fertile Beltrami again here to make it to U.S. Bank Stadium, as we'll have a lift now for Northern Cass, tied at 9. Game still to come on R&J Broadcasting later here in the state tournament. Mahnomen-Waubun goes up against Springfield on Saturday morning. You got brunch and football at 9 a.m. or breakfast and football at 9. That'll be on KRJB and KRJM. KRJM will have the complete pregame show coverage, as that's going to be a kill on the way for Lauren Johnson. 10-9 Northern Cass. Tightest this match has been to this point of a particular set, as that just misses. Now we're tied at 10. Anytime you put a team to the back against the wall here in a closeout set, you know you're going to get the best out of them, and that's what we're seeing from the Lobos right now here. The question is, can they play with a 3, 4, 5-point lead against Northern Cass? They haven't been able to stretch it out in front, particularly because of this. Josie Jensen and Crockett have just had the answer for the majority of the match. There's another kill here for Jensen. Down to double digits. By the time you add some blocks, some kills, maybe some digs, Jensen might be close to a triple-double. Service on the way here for Tesh Jalbert. Back left corner, we almost had a loose volleyball, and we will have a loose volleyball, and we'll have a jump here by some of the volleyballs that come across as they make sure that there's one on the left side of the court, one on one side of the court, but it just maybe had a little bit of a There's some tape, might have took a little different bounce off the tape here, nearly came to the quarter play, so we'll have a jump and a redo. Tess, this one floats across, and Tess Jalbert says, we'll take the redo, her third ace. She's got an ace in every set here for Northern Cass. Those liberos, kind of the unsung heroes sometime when it comes to volleyball, similar to maybe a really good catcher in baseball or softball. Kelly outside, punched across them by Heidi Steffes. Northern Cass outside Crockett, right-handed swing down the line for the kill. How do you do? Hayden Crockett with her 9th kill of the match. Service for Tess Jalbert. Tess hits one off the ribbon. Kelly set outside Heidi Steffes, blocked at the net, but out of play. Heidi's gonna earn the kill after that tandem block at the net here with Jensen and Ari Anderson. Makes it now a 13-11 contest. Lobos back to the service line. Can they utilize it here? Lucas almost with a lift. Anderson gets blocked at the net by Heidi. Heidi's got 4 blocks now in this match alone, and the Lobos with a chance to tie here in the third. A volleyball match that started just over 50 minutes ago here from the Farnham. Service for Nora Delabar. Addie Russ, set middle. Jensen, right-handed swing back left corner, gets the kill. Jensen continues to shine here for the Jangs. 14-12 Northern Cass with the advantage as Paige Bosch slated to go to the service line here. As the Jangs will handle it with Bosch with that running jump serve as it floats across. Lobos set outside. Steffes. Crockett's there, but Steffes with a good kill. Heidi's coming alive here in this particular set. Kind of single-handedly keeping the Lobos in this one here in the third. 14-13, Lobos not going away quietly here. At this point, with the 27 points combined in the second, it was 17-10 Northern Cass. But now as we go to point number 28, the Lobos will have their third service error of the match. And we got a media timeout on the floor. We'll break as well on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass leads by 2.
2023 is winding down, but there's still so much in store for the year at Mayport Hardware. Make sure you're locked and loaded with gear and supplies for a successful before and after hunting season. Secure your stockpile of salt and shovels for the winter storms ahead. Also, it's never too early to think about those gifts for the holidays. Find all this and more at Mayport Hardware, Mayville's Hardware Hank. Mayport Hardware wishes the Mayport CG Patriots the best of luck at the 2023 State Class B Girls Volleyball Tournament.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
State High School Volleyball Tournament here in set number 3. 15-13 Northern Cass over the Lobos of LaMoure-Litchville Marion after the media timeout on the floor. Northern Cass won set number 1 25-9 and took set number 2 25-12. Jensen at the service line. Savannah Steffes with the dig, but it goes all the way over to Paige Bosch here on Northern Cass's side. Set outside Crockett, tip, good spot, covered by Rasmussen and Delabar. Kelly with a push to the back right corner. Bosch, back set, Crockett on the attack and out of play. We haven't seen that too much by Hayden Crockett on a hitting error. Makes it 15-14. Lobos, though, down by 1. If they get on a little 4-0-5-0 run here, the Lobos trying to think of this match going forward. Bosch set middle. Winterquist right-handed swing off the block for the kill. Winterquist with her third kill on the opposite side. You can say the same thing for Northern Cass. If they go on a little 4-0 swing here, it might be too much for LLM to overcome here in set number 3. Crockett with the serve. Be a service error here for the Jangs, and the Lobos are back within 1. Service for the Lobos here with Tessa Rasmussen. Rasmussen in the back. Lucas with the dig. Ellie up and over. Good looking spot for the Lobos, as this would be back left corner. Northern Cass set middle. Johnson. Oh, what a swing here by Lauren Johnson. That gets the entire team off the bench for the Jays. See Northern Cass hit that back left corner really well tonight by those middle hitters of Johnson, Winterquist, and Josie Jensen as well. Service continues here by Addie Rust. Rust into the back right corner. Mia Van Eden set middle. Kelly dug up by Weibly. Jakes push outside. Lucas down the line. Mia Van Eden's there. Covered on the way by Rasmussen, and Savannah Steffes just gets it over the net. Tightly though, Delabar trying to dump it across, and she finishes it off here for the Lobos. Nora with the point for LLM. Service here for Miller. Izzy across. Weibly with the ding. Russ back bump on the way as this will go. Lucas out of play, and we're tied at 17. First tie since it was 10 up. Our 9th tie of the set. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining win and or if needed in the third. Miller continues to serve. Weibly, good pass. Russ backs it. Here goes Lucas. Tipped down the line. Covered by Miller. Lobos backs it on the way. Cross court. Russ with the dig. Anderson free ball over on the third. Where do the Lobos go? Van Eden outside. Delabar down the line. In for the kill. Nora Delabar with her second. And Angie Johnson will take her first time out of this volleyball match. Lobos lead by 1 late in the third here from the Dome.
RDK Enterprises is searching for candidates to fill multiple positions. These customer-facing positions require a high level of organization, workflow management skills, the ability to work with and lead others, problem-solving skills, and the drive to deliver an outstanding customer experience. Available positions include shop foreman and service technician. Compensation package based on experience. If interested in joining our team, upload your resume at planterdoc.com.
We will get to our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the match coming up. Just a matter of, is it after 3, is it after 4, or do we dare say it after 5 here from the Forgadome. Ryder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized with special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. I'm Chase Miller with you here from the Forgadome. We will have 3 matches tomorrow, 2 semis and a consolation semifinal. Our coverage will get roughly underway at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Miller to the service line. Weibly with the dig. Northern Cass backs it. Here goes Lucas. Lobos push. Kelly over that block. Anderson with the ding. Northern Cass outside. Lucas with the attack and the kill. Ellie Lucas with the point here. This one goes and rolls right over to Bryce Laxdal, the AD here for Northern Cass. Makes that basketball pass as we're getting ready for that season. Lucas with the serve, tied at 18. Outside cross, and that's a big right-handed thunderous kill on the way for Heidi Steffes. That might be one of the hardest hit balls we've seen by the Lobos here tonight, 19-18. Lobos lead it by 1. Here in this third set, service on the way for Bailey Kelly. Weibly in the back. Russ set. Here goes Jensen. Pulls a little change up there, dug up by Rasmussen. Steffes pushed across. Weibly sees this one go out of play, and we're tied yet again. Tie number 11 here in this third set. This at 19-all on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Service on the way here for Tess Jalbert. Jalbert almost gets another ace outside Heidi Steffes. Jalbert with the dig back middle. Northern Cass set middle. This will go Jensen tip. Heidi's there. Backs it on the way by Kelly. And pirouetting and hitting one over is Waldy. Here goes Jensen. Great dig in the back for the Lobos. Tipped, unable to get across the net for Nora Delabar. 2019 Jags lead it by 1. Jill Dunn imploring her team on. If Northern Cass gets another point, we might see another timeout, but this could be from the Lobos side. Tess Jalbert to serve. Lobos, Kelly set outside. Steffes out of play, and it's 21-19. Jill Dunn wants that aforementioned timeout. We'll break with them here in the third. Northern Cass leads it by 2.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
State High School Volleyball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com. Both teams have utilized the timeout here in the third. Northern Cass leads it by 2, 21-19 here on YourLiveEvent.com in a volleyball match that's now 60 minutes old. Tess Strawberg goes to service line here. The Jags looking to get back to the semifinals. Again, the state champs from a season ago, winning in 5 over Linton HMB. Well, for the Lobos, 11th state tournament appearance, looking to keep their aspirations of a state title alive here if they can come back in the third. Tess Strawberg with the serve, dug up by the Lobos. Push outside, Heidi Steffes off the side of the block. Crockett keeps alive. Now the attack, but Hayden and Ellie both are going to go after the third, then stopped. Kind of looked at each other, unable to communicate, and the Lobos take the point. Can the Lobos utilize it with Nora Delabar at the service line? And that'll be a service error. So Northern Cass back up by 2. And Dickinson Trendy won earlier today. 25-19, 25-4, and 25-16. David Johnner with 12 kills for the Titans in that match. They await the winner of this one, and Bosch earns the ace. Paige Bosch with her second of the match here, and Jill Dunn wants another timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. 23-20. Northern Cass leads it by 3. This gives us an opportunity to recap what happened earlier today here from the Forganome. Mayport CG winners in 3 sets-to-none over Trenton. Danica Hansen had 10 kills, 15 assists, and 12 digs for the Patriots. Minded our Redeemers won it in 4 over New Rockford Cheyenne. Our Redeemers Knights have never won a Class B title in volleyball. They've been there twice, but they never won a championship. Dickinson Trendy, as we mentioned, winners in 3. So here's what tomorrow looks like. Trenton will play New Rockford Cheyenne in the first consolation semi. We will have coverage of the loser of this match against Shiloh Christian at 3. And then it's Mayport CG and our Redeemers at 5. And then it's Trinity against the winner of this match at 7. Again, the 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 7 o'clock matches we will have coverage of over in Class A. Cheyenne, Jamestown, and Davies all advance to the semifinal round bracket. Shanley and Legacy still got 7 minutes for a warm-up before they have their first serve, for crying out loud. This one will be a timeout well used by LLM. Tessa Rasmussen earns the kill. Both of these tournaments started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The problem for Class A fans, it's just been that competitive. They've gone 4, 5, and 4. In Class B, it's been a sweep, 4, and a sweep so far. Jags push outside Crockett. Blocked at the net. Crockett keeps alive after the ricochet by Lucas. Jensen over on the third. Quickly dumped back by the Lobos. The swing by Crockett, unable to get it across. It's in 4. We're going to have a lift. So a lift here. Does Coach Johnson want to call her final timeout? Yes, she does. We'll break with him here late in the third. The Lobos coming back with the serve and a chance to tie when we return from the Dome.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
State High School Volleyball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com. Northern Cass leads it by 1 late here in set number 3 with the Lobos up to the service line here with Savannah Steffes. 23-22 Northern Cass here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Steffes after the timeout by Coach Johnson to the service line. Both teams are out of timeouts. Northern Cass backset. Jensen down the line for the kill. Give the assist on the way there to Paige Bosch. Josie Jensen up to roughly a baker's dozen in kills. And Jensen with the match point opportunity toes the service line for the jump serve. Jensen, back left corner, Savannah Steffes with the dig. Lobos, Miller in the middle, out of play, and Northern Cass is heading back to the state semifinals with a straight set sweep of LLM. 25-9, 25-12, 25-22 in a volleyball match that goes 1 hour and 5 minutes here today from the Fargo. Northern Cass will play Dickinson Trinity. That'll be tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. We'll have coverage for you on that one right here on yourliveevent.com. While the Lobos will go up against the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks in the consolation semifinals. Also a contest we will have for you here on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a quick break. We'll continue on our post-match show after this here on yourliveevent.com as the Jags are heading on to the semifinals.
The Northern Cass Booster Club is here for all Jaguar students from academics, arts, athletic, and co-curricular activities throughout the school year. You can find more information or become a Northern Cass Booster Club member today by scanning the QR code on screen now, or follow the Northern Cass Booster Club on Facebook for updates throughout the year. The Northern Cass Booster Club wishes the best to Coach Angie Johnson, her staff, and the Jaguar volleyball team.
2023 is winding down, but there's still so much in store for the year at Mayport Hardware. Make sure you're locked and loaded with gear and supplies for a successful before and after hunting season. Secure your stockpile of salt and shovels for the winter storms ahead. Also, it's never too early to think about those gifts for the holidays. Find all this and more at Mayport Hardware, Mayville's Hardware Hank. Mayport Hardware wishes the Mayport CG Patriots the best of luck at the 2023 State Class B Girls Volleyball Tournament.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
As we continue on our post-match show, a couple of our Enbridge Energy players in the match here for Northern Cass, Hayden Crockett and Tesh Jombert, again as they sweep the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. Joining us now is Hayden Crockett. Hayden, what does it mean for this team to get to the semifinals? You came out right off the bat with that 25-9 win in set number one, kind of got your footing. What'd you like most about this to get to the semifinals coming up later?
Yeah, obviously we started off really strong, and we took that energy and just to build. I think our team did well playing as a team, and we just got the job done in 3, so that was nice.
Able to earn another sweep as you did down in Lisbon in the Region 1 tournament. What was the biggest thing that was working from the first, and then eventually knew the Lobos were going to make a run at you and able to fend them off in the third? What did you see from your team in that third to hold them off?
Yeah, we knew that they were going to be a tough team. We knew that they were going to come out strong, and we just knew that we had to come on top and do the simple things and do what we had to do to get the dub.
What was working with Paige Bosch and Addie Russ giving you some really quality sets? You were making the attack early on. What did you feel as a swing and that attack here, Hayden, at the net?
Yeah, obviously they had great sets to me, and I was able to just contact the ball and get some good swings, so that was nice.
Talk about your back row play, not just with a Tess here, but Abby and company that get to the back row. What's that like for a hitter knowing, okay, if there's a really good dig, you got to be ready, at the net from that quick transition game?
Yeah. Obviously, we have good back row, and me playing off the hitter, I just know I got to be ready and get the ball up.
What do you hope, Hayden, to take from this match moving forward tomorrow night against a really good Titans club from Dickinson Trinity?
Obviously, we just got to come out strong right away, be confident, and just play the game.
Hayden, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Hayden Crockett will hand the headsets off now to the libero here for Northern Cass and Tesh Jombert. As Tesh Jombert again here in this one with 3 aces. She got an ace in every match here. Tesh, congratulations on the win. What does this one mean for you and this club to get to the semifinals here tomorrow evening?
Yeah, we've worked so hard as a team. We know our goals. We've worked so hard just to get to this goal again. We set goals before practice, before games, and our goal is to accomplish them, and we're just very proud of our team that we're here.
You know, Josie and Hayden were on right off the bat. What does that do for you as a libero when you see your hitters kind of just be on cue at the net right off the shoot, off that first serve?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm just back there passing up the ball, and when they get the hit, it just brings so much energy to the team, and that's what gets us going. So.
Biggest thing playing in a venue like this as a libero, you know that every dig you're going to get probably has a chance to go to a teammate compared to playing like at the Raider Dome in Tower City or some other places. Does it change a lot from a libero spot, or is it, hey, I still got to find a way to dig the volleyball no matter what?
I mean, a little bit, but my job is just to dig the ball. So anything that I can get, I get, and just let the others do their thing.
What has this team done, not just here throughout the season, but in the month of November, again, closing out the year, able to sweep down in Lisbon all 3 matches, bring that with you here to the Dome? What has been the best trait about this team here in the last couple weeks of the season?
I think our passion for the game. We're always determined, and we want to win, and that's what we do. We just get the stuff done, and that's it.
Tess, thanks so much for your time. We'll see you tomorrow coming up in the semifinals.
Thank you.
Tess Jalbert, Hayden Crockett with us here on our post-match show. We'll continue after this from the Dome.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
As we come back here again, our Enbridge Energy players of the match. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes Enbridge Energy. For the Northern Cache Jaguars, the 1-2 combination of Hayden Crockett and Tess Jalbert here. Tess with 3 aces. Hayden Crockett we had down for 9 kills. Just a balanced effort here for Northern Cache this evening. Again, 25-9, 25-12, 25-22. Those two are our Enbridge Energy players of the match. Go to Enbridge.com again for career opportunities. We go from there now to our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the match. RDK Enterprises with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. Go online to planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com for upcoming questions about precision planting updates, information, and more. They are there to help you again in Hillsborough and in Drayton. Well, our precision play of the match here in this one for Northern Cache has to be from that service line. You tallying them up again, 8 aces and able to own the net as well early in set number 1 to have a really good start, to tattoo with it, to have 4 different players with an ace here tonight and add to it. That is always a very valuable key here for Northern Cache. So the service line for the Jags, 8 aces compared to 1, is our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the match. And we get to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover your local reliability you can trust at halsteadtel.com. Then again is halsteadtel.com. For the Northern Cache Jaguars, that combination play again of Josie Jensen and Hayden Crockett, that 1-2 combination between those two in particularly. Hayden came out with 4 kills in the first set alone, and her and Jensen were right there for double digits. That is our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. When you can get Josie Jensen, what a lot of people know she can get going, but you add in a Hayden Crockett, that just adds to the floor. Joining us now from Northern Cache, their head coach, that is Angie Johnson. Angie, you kind of heard it there. Hayden Crockett, kind of that X-factor player a little bit. You knew she had it in her all season. She leads the team third in kills. Josie first with Ellie second. But what did you see from Hayden's play maybe tonight that could possibly be her best match of the season?
Yeah, she was aggressive tonight. You know, we told her the things that we wanted her to do, and she was able to go out and execute. Probably not the best game she wanted to from the service line, obviously, but I mean, she's serving aggressive. We talked to her all season about, you know, your job is to go out and you swing a hard ball from that service line. So if you miss it, it is what it is, but at least you're going to make the other team think about it. But yeah, from the front row, she swung really aggressive. She swung down the line really well and then was able to mix up her shots too.
A really nice start, and we were saying on the broadcast, it kind of looked like a team who's been here before, played in front of the bright lights a little bit. The Lobos, they've got the tradition, but maybe not this team has been at this stage with Linton H&B coming out of that region. What did you see from your team right from the shoot, Angie, to kind of say, hey, we know we've been here before, and it's maybe a little bit different of a new crew, but we got that experience factor that was here, been there, done that, so to speak, from last season?
Yeah, we were definitely nervous. I mean, all the girls, I think they were going on their random walks throughout in the hallways just to kind of get out. But, I mean, definitely leaning on Josie and Addie and those girls that were on the court last year. And, I mean, those underclassmen just kind of watched them. And when you have Josie and Addie and Ellie all stay calm, it's a little bit easier to stay calm as an underclassman. So I think that helped for sure. But we talked about it. You're gonna have nerves. You just got to settle in. So you might shank a ball, you might hit it out. That's okay. But let's just keep working, and eventually it'll fall.
2 more questions. The first and second were really good. The third, the Lobos were going to come back at you as best as they can with their backs to the wall. For your team to not drop that set, to win it in a sweep, what did you see in a scrapper there, really, Angie, in that third set to come out on top?
We just had to limit our errors. I think a lot of their points came from us making little, hitting the ball out or not being ready on our side, not communicating. So they weren't really earning their points. So our talk was just kind of, let's make sure that we're communicating, let's make sure we're being aggressive, but playing smart, putting the ball in the court, and let's let them make those mistakes like they did the first and second set. But yeah, it was good. It was good to see them rally and kind of figure it out and talk to each other and get it done.
Last thing, Dickinson Trendy, they looked awfully good, obviously, against Shiloh Christian earlier. It's 1 versus 4, moving to the semis. Just give us a little preview of what you saw from Dickinson Trendy earlier tonight that'll make them a challenge coming up here 24 hours from now.
Yeah, they're just a solid team all around. They play great defense, and then their middle, I think it's Ava. Is that her first name?
Yep.
I mean, she jumps high, and she can hit the ball wherever she wants to put it, essentially, because she's up there. So just making sure that we know where she is. We're limiting her runs, and, again, just taking care of our side of the court. That's what it's all going to come down to, make sure that we're staying confident, we're communicating, and we're getting out of those tough little ruts.
Angie, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck tomorrow in the semifinals.
Thank you.
Angie Johnson, head coach for the Northern Cache Jaguars as they advance to the state semifinals yet again. We'll continue on our post-match show after this from the Fargo Dome.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Northern Cass again wins it 25-9, 25-12, and 25-22. Again, our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Jensen and Crockett at the net here for Northern Cass. So this one is a final in 1 hour and 5 minutes here from the Fargo Dome. Josie Jensen with 12 kills in the match. Hayden Crockett had 9. Lauren Johnson and Eddie Winterquist with 3 apiece. Paige Bosch with a couple. From the service line, Tesh Jalbert with 3 aces. Crockett and Bosch with 2. Lucas had 1. For LLM, Tessa Rasmussen with 4 kills. Honey Steffes put up a monster block at the net, finish with 5 blocks as well. Bailey Kelly with 3 kills. Nora Delabar with 2. And Izzy Miller with the 1 ace for the Lobos. Both teams have 4 service errors here in this one. So Northern Cass completes the win over LaMoure-Litchville Marion, which sets up our Class B bracket for tomorrow. Trenton, New Rockford, Cheyenne in the first consolation semifinal at 1, and then we'll have 3 consecutive matches here on YourLiveEvent.com with our audio-only coverage starting at 3 o'clock with LaMoure-Litchville Marion going up against Shiloh Christian. The semifinals of Mayport CG and our Redeemers at 5, and Dickinson Trendy squares off with Northern Cass. That'll be roughly at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Class A bracket, West Fargo Cheyenne winners in 4 over Bismarck High. Jamestown winners in 5 over Fargo North. McKenna Knoll from Jamestown with a all-time record in Class A in a single match for 39 kills here for the Jamestown Blue Jays. Cheyenne, Jamestown in the semifinals at 5. Bismarck plays North at 1. Fargo Davies wins it in 4 over Bismarck Century. The Eagles await the winner of Shanley and Bismarck Legacy, which that one just got started here on the western side of the Fargo Dome. The loser will play Bismarck Century at 3 o'clock. So that again is a look at the state tournament bracket. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank our sponsors. And thank you for tuning in to our high school volleyball coverage. Again, your final from the Fargo. Northern Cass earns the sweep 25-9, 25-12, 25-22. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night and join us for 3 matches tomorrow for the State Class B volleyball tournament here on yourliveevent.com with our coverage starting at roughly 3 o'clock in the afternoon.